Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This will be your general reading for November 2023. Keep in mind that this is a general reading and the messages will not resonate with everyone. I suggest that you check back to your moon and rising sign. If you're interested in purchasing a personal reading from me, you can go to the About box section of my channel. There I have listed the number of questions, the number of minutes, and the price. And what a personal reading is I take your information, your name, your birth date, your sun sign, and your questions, and then I do a reading for you. If you're interested, you can go to this email address and email me and just say, "Hey Tara, I would like a 60-minute reading," and I will respond back. Typically, my response time and turnaround time, one of the same, is between 48 and 72 hours. I don't like making people wait. And if you do contact me, please check your spam folder because my emails always go to spam. So I have with me today the Radiant White deck, the La Vida Sibila for clarification. We will be using the Golden Nostradamus or the Psychic Tarot to wrap up the reading. So let me turn the camera around and we will get started with the reading. This will be 9 cards, a 9-card spread. And I'm going to try to shuffle a little bit more and perhaps do another rifle. My arm is feeling alive today. It wasn't feeling that way yesterday. So it's stop and go. So let me see if I can divide the cards up. Hey, stop that noise. Hey, all right. And let's cut the deck. Knock some fresh energy into it. And here we go. First card down, Justice. The Lovers. That's quite interesting. The Page of Pentacles. Next row, the 5 of Cups. The 10 of Swords. What the hell is going on, Leo? And the Magician. So I have 2 Mercury cards. The Lovers and the Magician. So interesting to me. Last row, the 8 of Wands. The 3 of Pentacles. And the 2 of Wands. What is the overall energy of the spread? Oh, it is the 7 of Swords. So now, let me see what I have. I have 3 major arcana, 1 pentacle, 1 cup, I'm sorry, 2 pentacles, 1 cup, 1 sword, and 2 wands. So the Major arcana are spiritual lessons. There is something that you can learn to help you move to a higher evolutionary level in this reading. It doesn't mean you're going to get the message right away. It may take time. It usually does. You might have to do a bit of healing while you go through this. We start out past, present, future. Past, present, future. Interplay of the cards. The Justice card is a karmic card. It says that justice has been served. Even if you think you got the short end of the stick. And what it does is it allows you to close out some chapter or story for yourself because it's over and done with. So there's no need to go back over it again or to go through it again. The card has a representation of scales. And what are the scales used for? Scales are used to weigh up substances, two different substances, to try to balance it out. So the card says, use all your logic and your reason to come to a conclusion or a judgment. And judgment is not the right word, but to come to a decision that you really don't need anybody else to help you with that decision, as long as you're weighing up the pros and the cons. This is followed by the Lovers. Now, normally, most people think of the Lovers as the soulmate card. And indeed, that can be true. But I often counsel people that soulmate relationships can be some of the most difficult relationships you ever go through in your entire life. And usually when that happens, what it means is the person has come into your life to show you something about yourself. There is, for lack of a better term, a weakness or a flaw within yourself, and the person is reflecting that back to you. Usually, for me, always, what this card means is that you have a choice. And you see the two people with the mountain in between them. And to me, that always resembles a sharp, jagged shark's tooth. Yes? So there's something maybe pointed and painful coming between two people. And the card says that you have a choice. But it also counsels that with this choice comes consequences. Once you make a choice on one decision, it closes the door on another decision. So the card says to make sure that the outcome is what you wish for, because it's going to come with consequences. Another thing about it being the soulmate card, it can represent two people who love and respect each other and balance each other out, but it can also represent a mismatch of energies, meaning that there are two people who don't get along at all. The shark's tooth. With the page of coins, pages always bring messages, and this is like a beginning message. It's not a message about finances. It is a message about doing something, or having done something, or wanting to do something. Okay? Across the middle world, we have the Five of Cups. This is a card of regret, sorrows, disappointments, heartache, crying over spilled milk. It is a 5, and it says all 5s represent changing energies. And because it's a cup card, this says to me that your emotions have changed or are changing. You are sad about something. You are regretful of something. You are feeling sorry for yourself. But the card also says, do not give up hope, because all is not lost. See the 2 cups behind him? To me, this is the 2 of cups in disguise. All you have to do is turn around and face the other way and look to the future, and there is hope. There are 2 cups of potential happiness left. But right in the center, I have the 10 of swords. And the 10 of swords mean the situation has gotten as bad as it can get. It can't get even worse. This could be a situation in which someone backstabbed you, someone disappointed you, someone ambushed you, right? It can be the fact that maybe even from a physical standpoint, you have a hip, back, lower back, upper back, neck injury. But it only takes 1 sword to injure or kill somebody. It doesn't take 10. So to me, this is the card of overkill. It is a swords card that stands for beliefs, thoughts, perceptions, ideas, and communication. So maybe someone stabbed you in the back. Maybe someone stuck the knife in and twisted it, and that was the final blow. But it says that the situation has gotten as bad as it can get. It's going to change into a 7, an Ace of Wands. And also says that it's the darkest before the dawn. And also that perhaps there will be travel over water, around water, near water, by water. We don't know yet. But we definitely see some travel here. Finally, we come to the Magician. And this card is about the will and the ego. This is about focusing all of your energy and thoughts into practical matters. You have seen magicians before, and they make their illusions look effortless. But what you don't see is all the practice that the magician put in before, the hours and hours and maybe years and years of practice in order to pull off this great illusion that maybe nobody thought he could do. And this card says that you have all of the skills and tools needed to do exactly what you wish to do. You see, he has the cup, he has the pentacle, the sword, and the wand. As above, so below. So the card talks to you about the way that you are thinking. And if you think it may happen. Or if you think it, it will appear. Whatever it is, good or bad, if you think about it, focus your thoughts on it, it's going to turn out just like you think. I didn't say that right, but also it talks about learning new skills, perhaps getting a new job. It talks about fresh new energies coming into your life so that you can do what you want to do. It is a 1, and it is related to all the aces in the deck. They're on the table. The 8 of Wands, known as the arrows of love, but it also can represent travel connected to business. We don't know where these 8 arrows are coming from. We don't know where they are going to land. So this card says that if you are expecting a phone call, a fax, an email, even a letter or text message, that it is on its way to you. So look out for it. But sometimes it's an 8, it's a karmic number, and 8s usually speak about positivity and finances. This can mean, wait, what are you doing in here? But it can also mean that it's an obstacle or hassles or delays that you suffered. But this says you don't have to wait long, because the energy is definitely going to change, and all you can do is hang on when it starts to move. This card represents Mercury and Sagittarius. There is the 3 of coins, and this card talks about building a cornerstone or a foundation for something new. Maybe you had to go and speak to a person who knows more about the situation than you do, who is giving you some advice, right? The 2 figures in this card, there is a nun and a monk, and they are going to the craftsman to ask him, can we do this? Can we build that? How much is it gonna cost? So this is going for trying to seek advice, hopefully from someone who can give it to you. But it's also a 3, and that says there are oftentimes more than 2 people involved in the situation, and that there will be delays before future successes will be realized. But it ends in a 2, and in the spread we have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 5, an 8, a 10, and a page. So the 2 of wands says you have, or someone has, done a lot, but they know that there is more to do. 2s represent crossroads, decisions, choices, oppositions, someone being opposed to you or you being opposed within yourself about a situation. The wands stand for your focus and your determination and your passion. So we see here that someone has decided that they want to do something different. They've already done a little bit of work on it, and they want to do something different, but there is a choice made here. And to me, it feels like you are balking at what the choice or the decision is. You're not sure. And so I'm going to say that if justice has been served, perhaps the decision is already made for you. And instead of looking back with the wand in your hand or the world in your hand, you look forward. You look out towards the future. But the 7 of Swords is here. And normally the 7 of Swords is interpreted as lies, deception, cheating, spying, even stalking. I'm not getting that off the card. But instead of the negative, the 7 of Swords says, 1, that if things have not gone the way that you planned them to, You needn't look towards anybody else for the failure, but at your own self for it. The reason maybe that things haven't gone, there have been postponements, delays, disappointments, maybe even some arguing over finances. But it says, more than likely, it's because you have been rushing around and not paying attention to what needs to be looked at. It also says, if you've lost something, you will find it in a most unlikely place. And if you notice, there are 5 swords here and 2 swords there. So the 5 of swords indicates to me there has been some maybe arguments, fights, cross words spoken among 2, maybe 3 people, or even within yourself. The self-talk is oftentimes more damaging than anything else anyone can say to you. But the 2 swords over stuck in the ground lets me know that all is not, you haven't decided yet. There is, quote unquote, more to the story that meets the eye. Okay? So I only have 1 court card, and I have 2 messages here, the Page and the 8 of Wands. So I want to know, first of all, what is this 10 of Swords all about that is so bad? It looks like a recovery is on the way, but again, you have some kind of self-doubt. I'm going to turn that card over. Let me look and see here if the cards can tell me anything about the 5 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 8 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Wands next to these 3 cards. We will start with the 5 of Cups. It tells me nothing. But it says that you are asked to consider carefully before making major decisions, as the effects may have unforeseen consequences. I wonder if that is it. The 10 of Swords. That's a 9. This is a 10. With 2 5s, with 3 5s, it's only 1 5. It just says, it tells of painful end to a difficult situation and implies that a karmic or life lesson has been learned. The 8 of Wands. With the Lovers is an indication that genuine love and affection is around you. It tells of the future being discussed and promises given and made. It implies that there is genuine warmth, companionship, and honest conversations. You are asked to appreciate it and make the most of it. There are promises to be made and kept. I don't know about that. The 3 of Coins. and nothing. And finally, the Two of Wands. Well, I have to read this card because there is a slight influence on the spread with it. When the Two of Wands appears next to the Seven of Swords, it is an indication that unnecessary disturbances over insignificant and unnecessary. Let me start over. It is an indication. This is hard for me to speak. My lips can't make the words fast enough. I have to go from vowels to consonants. It is an indication that unnecessary disturbances over insignificant and unnecessary situations may take place in the very near future. The message is to sort out any problems as soon as they arrive. So, I think this is why you are doubtful, or you know you have to make a choice. Yes? It also indicates that a letter or message will provide you with the answer to an important question to do with a contract or transition. So there is three messages. There. It represents boldness, restricted freedom, and dominance from another, and separation. You may feel the need for a separation in order to feel in control of your own destiny. So the Two of Wands ask you to assert your independence and do not allow others to deny you this freedom. You should not allow yourself to be drawn into something against your will. Show strength or you may regret it. I think that's very true. So I'm going to look at this Ten of Swords, because the truth is it will be changing very soon, but it will change even sooner if you focus your will into what you got to do. I just feel that the Two of Wands is a final, those little doubts coming up near the end of this. The Ten of Swords, Viaggio. This is a trip or vacation. It only means that across water, by water, around water. The Ammalato, which is the sick person. It could indicate having to visit places that you rather not go, like hospitals or prisons. It could be that you are hanging around with people who are literally making you sick. So that card says you need to take some time out for yourself to focus on your mental health, refresh yourself. It's just like the Four of Swords in this deck. It is Denari. Now, interestingly, this is a card of money. and it falls in the suit of cups in this deck, La Vida Sibila, because most times when people have arguments or fights, it is over money. So there is an emotional connection to the money. But not just the money, it is about what you value and your value systems. If someone is trying to cheat you out of the money and you did the work, that doesn't make you feel good. Or if you work all the time and you're not being paid fairly for what you get, for the work you do, that doesn't make you feel good. So this card also talks about things that you keep locked up in secret, but it could also represent old books, old documents. So maybe there is something you can learn, the Magician, learning new skills or new information, or something coming to you out of the blue that will answer your question. Let me pull a Psychic Oracle Tarot. It's number 8, an 8 of Swords. The card says, trapped in fear. Look at that. And that is something of your own making as well. It's a mental prison that you keep yourself bound in. That 10 is going to be changing very soon. And you need to stop and think how you are going to react once you are free to move. Okay. Trapped in fear. I need to take my glasses off and my eyes are really tired. Trapped in fear. This card reveals that it's actually your own fear that has you immobilized and trapped, preventing you from making decisions or choices. You are the one who's holding yourself prisoner or hostage. And in order to continue your journey, you must first face your fears so that new people and conditions can manifest. Many individuals choose to stay in this place because they can't see the road ahead and they feel a misguided sense of safety there, or they're afraid of starting something new. But staying will only add to your levels of stress and anxiety and create adverse conditions in your physical body. Seek out wise counsel for assistance. You do not have to do this alone, but know that you possess all of the tools that you need to free yourself. You are forgetting how strong you really are. This period will end when you use your mind to cut through the limitations caused by your emotions. And that's what I have for you, Leo, for November 2023. I hope that helps you. And until next time, bye.